Hello, everyone. Today I thought I'd do something kind of different. I recently installed this new bookshelf from IKEA. So I've taken all of my books out of my closet where they've been living the past 2 years, and have them put up and away. And I have not filled up my bookshelf, so that's a very tempting thing that I'm going to be working on. As such, I haven't really categorized it, but I'm not sure how I want to yet. I'm kind of just letting them be and thinking about how I want them to look. But yeah, today I had some time to kill, and I was over in the Pearl District, so I popped into Powell's Books because, I well, there was a specific book I was looking for that they actually didn't have available in store, which upset me greatly. Um, so I might have to end up just ordering that book. And I also ordered a few books last week as well. Just there's certain things I want to have in my collection. And in 2016, like, I had a really hard time. Like, I was in survival mode quite a bit, and I ended up like losing a lot of my books, and it's interesting. Before I get into showing you the books I bought today, because I thought you might be interested, like looking at them with me, whatever. I had a friend stop by this week. Actually, she helped me build the bookshelf, and we grew up in the same street in Anchorage, Alaska together, and we used to be roommates here in Portland. Like, we've been friends since we were teenagers. And I think I'm pretty blessed, I actually still am in contact with and like have supportive relationships with some of the women that I was friends with as a girl. That's that makes me happy. So anyway, she's one of those individuals who I adore. She no longer lives in Portland, she lives in LA. But she happened to be here, so she stopped by and ends up building my goddamn bookshelf for me. Like, thank you. Thank you. I've been very blessed this week, I have to say. Very, very blessed. A lot of good stuff coming in for me. Yeah, so that happened. And I was talking to her because she's been like, in a similar situation, and like we were talking about the amount of stuff I have because I'm currently like spring cleaning and going through my possessions. I've been getting rid of some stuff. Like, luckily my community has a space where we can like give stuff away, so I always know that a lot of it's going to a good home. But anyway, I was talking with her about stuff, and she was like, well, we were talking about how books are a real luxury, and they are. Like, so getting this bookshelf up finally for me in this apartment is a really big deal. And it's going to be in my goddamn videos because I'm happy about it. Because it's just like me reclaiming bits of my life from a fucked up relationship I was in. Anyway. I'm a mess. What can I say? But I thought, I'll get some books, or I'll see what they have. So obviously I go over to the feminist studies section, which I always find something there. I have never not found something there. Now, I've walked away not buying anything because of poverty and whatnot, but overall, I get something. So, and I got some stuff today. I did get one book that isn't necessarily feminist, but whatever. We'll talk about that when it comes up. So the first book I have in my pile is The Female Eunuch by Germaine Greer. this book I have a copy of, and it's this edition as well. But unfortunately, like the cover kind of has ripped off of it just from moving, I think, so much. I really love this edition. I really hate the bright pink edition of this book. Like, it nauseates me. So I really wanted a copy that looked like this because I think I have so many good things to say about this book. I want all women to fucking read this book, okay? I just want you to read this book. It will make you angry, you know? And that's important. Second book I picked up is The Manifesto by Valerie Solanas. I gave away my copy of this book last year to an old coworker who was moving out of state, because she would always be like making man-hating comments. So I thought, let's give her it. Let's see what she thinks. I don't know if she ever read it, but you know, I like to plant seeds. You know, let's plant those seeds. Let's water those seeds. You hear some man-hating shit, like water that seed, you know? So, yeah, I haven't had a copy, and this week our book group is reading this book. So, that's exciting. I was over at Leah's house this week as well, and I read some of it out loud to her, and I felt like it was an important moment in feminist history. So we'll see. Next book in the pile, The Pictorial Key to the Tarot by Arthur Edward Waite. You know, I've been kind of rereading my Book of Thoth book recently by Aleister Crowley, and it occurred to me that I'd never really read Arthur Edward Waite's book on the Rider-Waite Tarot. So I want to. So I'm going to. So, yeah. This book I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about all of them, but this book I'm really excited about. I got this nice copy of Women in Madness. All of these books are used, by the way. I do not buy new books if I can help it. Let's just be clear about that. Unless it's someone I really fucking like and I want them to get my money, you know what I mean? Not that I don't dislike Phyllis Chesler, but they did have, okay, so this is the story with this one. This book, I saw a copy of it in the feminist studies section, and I picked it up like, yes, but it was $30, and I just was like, ooh, too rich for my money, okay? You know, I don't have $30 to be throwing down on a book right now. Just don't, you know? So I put it back and sighed because, you know, I've always wanted to read this book, but I haven't. And I haven't been able to find a copy. So anyway, I go over to the like occult section to look at. They have tarot decks, and they have like, well, I got this book, the last book I showed you, and I have to say, like, God, there's a lot of fluff. When I was younger, I felt like I could get a hold of like better occult knowledge, and I just like look at that section sometimes bewildered, like, wow. Nothing really to teach me here. That's unfortunate. So anyway, that section is over by like the psychoanalysis section, and this happened to be like wedged in between like the Jung Freud section and the self-help section. There was like a little display. This book was on display, and I was like, no shit. So I grabbed it. $3.95. That's right. That's a good deal. I can't, wow. As opposed to 30, yeah. We buy used in this house. Used is good enough. Okay. So, the next book I got is, Toward a Feminist Theory of the State by Catherine A. McKinnon. I don't actually own any books by her, so I thought it was good to have something. And this one, like, I tried reading a PDF of it, but it was like way too dry to read a PDF of, I felt like at first. So I was just like, I can't, I need to read this kind of material within a book. Like a PDF is just going to make me ill. And it did. So anyway, but I've been very upset with Catherine McKinnon the past few years because she supports the trans cult and gaslights women about it as well. So, like, yeah. But I still want to read this book. I think it's important to engage and read, material from feminists, and just material in general that you don't necessarily like or agree with, because it informs you in other ways, whatever those ways may be. Anyway, I'm trying to think if I've read any. Yeah, I've read some other stuff by her, but I'm excited about that. Anyway, and the last book I have is pretty exciting. It's A Taste of Power, A Black Woman's Story by Elaine Brown, which is a book I've wanted to read for a very long time. It was recommended to me years ago, and I think I went on Amazon and put it in, or looked for it, but it was I couldn't afford the copies they had at the time. And it was like, I'm on a budget. What can I say? I just I did a haul video, but this is a big splurge for me. Yeah, so I ended up just giving up on it, and then just to find it, and it was only $9, I think, $8. So not a bad deal. So yeah, those are the books I got today. I'm excited to dig into them, and might review one or two of them at some point. I need to do more book reviews, I think. I know that it's been a while since I did one, and it's something that I enjoy doing. And I also think that sharing our ideas about literature and just our ideas in general is cool. So yeah, I guess I'll sign out. Catch you later. Bye.